Thank you and welcome to tonight's full moon meditation. We hope all technology will go smoothly since Mercury is retrograde. Let us enter the light of Sagittarius. As was just said, Mercury is retrograde today. It went retrograde. It's been stationed for a couple of days and will station again for a couple more. But Mercury gets a lot of press, although it's not alone in its configuration. And as we see by this very full page of all kinds of aspects going on right now, there is a lot going on. And my caution to everybody is simply the last bullet. We have a fair amount of fire energy and water energy going on. That will be the case for the whole month of December, and in some cases with the water going into January. So please be mindful, be thoughtful. Know that whatever we put into motion by our words, our actions, that they have a trajectory. They have an effect on lots of people. And so as we look to our leaders in the world, let us pray that they too will be mindful, will be thoughtful, will not do things that are confusing or will not produce conducive results. It'll be interesting to see what happens in the U.S. with the current tax bill. It has passed Senate, at least the first round, and yet the press on it, the information on it, is that it actually is not going to bring conducive results, not to the overall budget of the U.S., not to millions of people who will not get tax breaks, etc. So that's an example of pushing something through, of going with fire energy, and it not really being well thought through, not really very mindful. And I'll leave you with all these information. You can certainly, when you do the video on YouTube, which this will be posted at, you can stop and look at this slide again for all its detail. I think what's very important is the galactic center alignment that we remain in and will remain in until 2040 approximately. This alignment was heralded by the Mayan calendar, and it spoke of the end of an age. Of course, it's speaking of the end of the Piscean age and going into the Aquarian age. But as will be spoken of a little bit more in a moment, the potential here is the potential of great visionary light and the fiery breakthroughs that humanity must do at this point in our culture, in this point in our collective existence on this planet. We must do, and we must do with the vision of going forward together, interdependently, interconnectedly, with all life on our planet. If we can respond to this great galactic alignment that happens only once every 26,000 years, and in which we have a number of decades, approximately 4 or 5 decades, in which to collect ourselves, align ourselves, and bring forward the highest that we can, then that's what can happen. We can do that. What alignments like this require is exactly why we're here meditating tonight. It requires a rarefied, even purified vehicle in which to embody. Well, for us on the third rock from the sun, that means our collective as a humanity, because the collective of humanity affects the rest of the world. That if we provide a proper receptacle, a proper vessel of our own consciousness, refined, lighted, and aligned, then this profound alignment of energies that is available, that is streaming into us regardless of if we can handle it, do the right thing with it or not. It still is streaming, and the planet and the sun are so facing towards the center of the Milky Way galaxy with all the gamma rays, the cosmic rays, the potential of spiritual awakening that all of that entails and all of that possibly conveys. Knowing that this is a once in a 26,000 year alignment, we are called to up our game, individually and certainly collectively. But the collective can only happen if we as individuals draw upon the highest and purest potential that is within all of us. It's interesting that as we get ready to meditate, this potential is in Sagittarius. Sagittarius is one of the highest, most refined, farthest reaching, and optimistic signs in the zodiac. But Sagittarius can only bring forward those high qualities when it is living from the illumined awareness. If it is living from the animal appetites and the kind of devil-may-care way of the horse part represented by the centaur, then, you know, we're just no good and it's not going to work. But if we can live from the illumined mind, set the arrow of alignment that pierces through all delusions, and align in that unified way, then yes, we can bring forward the highest potential within each of us. And so let us meditate on just that, the highest potential within each of us. Because as we meditate, the whole world meditates with us in these few moments. We smile, feeling the smile and the Sagittarius optimism and buoyancy. Let us feel within that smile a great alignment. It is an alignment of us together, us aligned with all other people that are meditating during the entire 5-day full moon cycle. We add to that all the Christians in the world are supporting the Advent, and the Advent is the coming of the light, the celebration of the coming of the light, and that light is within. So feel that within our smile and our beginning alignment. And then feel your heart as both the ground of this and the emanating point of it, of this alignment, this light, this knowing of truth. Feel and breathe the Ajna Center that has come online and is wide open, with the third eye of wisdom present. One can feel it vibrationally. Maybe you even are experiencing a luminosity in your mind space. And let us feel the verticality of our crown center. Feel it reaching up, as if pulled by the galactic center itself. But as you feel that crown center, never lose sight and never lose the feeling of the heart. Together then we are one heart, one mind, one willed intention, meditating with all others around the world. All one heart, one mind, one willed intention. Feel again the heart, its radiance. Feel how that keeps the ajna center bright, open. And feel how the heart keeps the crown center vibrant, dynamic, reaching up and reaching in. And feel that as one holds this and can live this, one is a worthy vessel, to quote a Buddhist text. Appropriate embodiment for the highest celestial qualities of pure being. Heart, ajna, crown. Now expand your heart, connecting one by one with all 7 billion human beings on the planet. Light upon light upon light upon light of the heart, connecting, unifying. And at the thought of 7 billion human beings, all with their idiosyncrasies and their race and gender, age, let that all fade away. We are connecting hearts to hearts, light to light, until humanity displays its great potential of the pure radiance of the heart and its pure wisdom. And experience that where there is the heart, there is also the highest will. And so as we reach and extend, as if horizontally, heart to heart, light to light, that by the powers of the heart, the greatest will is also being achieved, and we feel the entirety of humanity being lifted up by the light of the crown and the alignment to all that is good, all that is true, all that is possible. And so we hold ourselves in the alignment with the galactic center. Once in 26,000 years. And yet we have every year for almost 40, we have this alignment every year at the winter solstice. So that's coming up, and this moon, this full moon cycle, holds all those energies in potency. Hence, all this fire that's aligned and has been aligning repeatedly through 2017. So we hold ourselves individually and hold humanity as a collective in this profound, sublime alignment with the galactic center. And as we do this, we are holding ourselves in alignment with that which is at one with the cosmos. So words like monad, triad, Buddha nature, Christ nature, these words are trying to describe the indescribable, that which is so beyond words, but is in fact our very being, shared completely and no different than the pure being of cosmos itself. Sagittarius is so easily distracted, represented by the horse and its wantonness and its ease of just galloping away after the whatever is on the wind. But Sagittarius also is the truth of high alignment. It is called the gate to initiation. It is the gate that is before the gate of the Holy of Holies. And this is why Advent is during this time of the year. Because the highest, most profound realizations of light, goodness, of heart, are held within this sign. So let us keep our alignment. It is so simple, as is pure being, so simple. Heart, ajna, crown. The fullness of each is the fullness of our pure being. Combined It is a divine triplicity that each of us is the embodiment of, the emanation of. And so it is this, that for our last few minutes, we radiate out so powerfully into all the world, eliciting the similar response by all people. Pour out the radiance of the heart. Let the ajna center be so bright that it could illumine the world all by itself. And let the crown keep us held like a compass needle in alignment to the highest, the truest, the most sublime. And with joy and light in our heart, we complete with the great invocation. From the point of light within the mind of God, let light stream forth into the minds of men and women. Let light descend on earth. From the point of love within the heart of God, let love stream forth into the hearts of humanity. Let Christ return to earth. From the center where the will of God is known, let purpose guide the little wills of humanity, the purpose which the masters know and serve. From the center, which we call the race of human beings, let light and love pour out, and may it seal the door where evil dwells. Let light and love and power restore the plan on earth. Om. Thank you, everyone. Continue to pour out your light and love to the world. Remember, it is as human beings themselves are the worthy vessels for this great alignment, and hold it every day, not just near the solstice, but every day, that we, of course, champion the light and invite all humanity, our brothers and sisters, to live that same worthiness of our cosmic potential. Love you all. Create your day.